Welcome to USA Coin One, your ultimate destination for discovering the hidden treasures of American coinage. Today, we dive deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the late 20th century, the Liberty 1980 D. Lincoln penny. This small piece of copper-plated zinc carries an incredible story, rich history, and in some cases, a value that will leave you amazed. Stay tuned as we explore its background, production details, rare errors, and its astonishing current market price, which can reach up to $898,959 for the right coin in the right condition. Part 2, the beginning of the 1980 D PNNY. The 1980 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the letter D, just below the year. Over 5 billion of these pennies were produced, making it one of the most widely circulated coins of its era. Yet, despite its large mintage, a few rare examples have emerged as highly valuable collectibles. Part 3, the design legacy. The obverse side of the 1980 D penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been in use since 1909. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, an image introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Part 4, the material composition. In 1980, the penny was still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a distinct weight of 3.11 grams. This was one of the final years before the U.S. Mint switched to a primarily zinc composition in 1982, making pre-1982 pennies like the 1980 D particularly desirable for collectors. Part 5, why is the 1980 D special? While billions were minted, the real value lies in pristine conditions, rare mint errors, and coins that have been preserved in gem-quality grades. Some uncirculated examples graded MS67 or higher can fetch thousands, and rare errors have pushed values near the $898,959 mark in auctions. Part 6, key minting facts. Produced in Denver, the coin bears a bold D mint mark. The sharpness of this mark can sometimes influence collector interest, particularly in cases where the mint mark is doubled or misplaced, a known error type for this year. Part 7, collector APPEL. The 1980 D penny has become a must-have for Lincoln cent collectors, especially for those aiming to complete full date and mint mark sets. Collectors value the coin for its quality, color, and preservation, with red-toned uncirculated pieces being the most sought after. Part 8, the color classification's coin grading isn't only about sharpness and detail, color matters too. Lincoln cents are classified into three categories: red, RD, bright coppery shine, highest value. Red-brown, RB, partial luster, mid-range value, brown, BN, darker tone, lowest value among uncirculated coins. Part 9, high-grade value. 1980 D penny graded MS67 RD, mint state, red, can bring a value well into the thousands. Only a small number of coins have achieved such grades due to natural toning, circulation marks, and storage conditions over the decades. Part 10, the mysterious $898,959 SALE. While most 1980 D pennies are worth only face value, rare examples with extreme errors or flawless grading have sold for staggering amounts. One such coin reportedly reached nearly $898,959 at a high-profile auction due to a combination of exceptional quality and historical interest. Part 11, error VRETS. Some of the rarest and most valuable 1980 D pennies are error coins. Collectors have documented double die obverse or reverse strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks. These varieties can multiply the value of an otherwise common coin. Part 12, circulated versus UNCRCULATD. Most 1980 D pennies found in circulation today show heavy wear, scratches, and color changes. These typically hold little more than face value. However, uncirculated examples or those found in mint sets are much more valuable. Part 13, proof-like FNSHS. Though official proof coins were minted in San Francisco, some 1980 D pennies exhibit a proof-like finish due to highly polished dies. These are rare and highly collectible. Part 14, market demand. The market for high-grade Lincoln cents has grown tremendously in the past decade. As coin collecting gains popularity, auction prices have soared, particularly for coins that bridge historical significance and rarity. Part 15, historical contextins over the decades, but 1980D stands out for its quality and the emergence of rare high-grade specimens. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the Lincoln series, the Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny. This coin may look ordinary, but its story, history, and potential value might surprise you. Stay with us as we uncover why collectors are still searching for high-grade and rare era versions of this iconic coin. Part 2, quick overview of the 1980 penny. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted in massive quantities, yet not all of them are created equal. While most are only worth their face value, a few select coins can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. But what makes them so special? Is it their metal composition, historical significance, or hidden errors that slipped through the minting process? Let's explore. Part 3, historical context. The 1980 penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series that began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. By 1980, the design had already been in circulation for over 7 decades, yet it still carried deep patriotic value. The obverse shows Lincoln's profile with the word Liberty, while the reverse carries the iconic Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959. Part 4, minting details. In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln pennies at 3 main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, Denver pennies have a small d, and San Francisco coins were specially struck for proof sets, bearing an S. Each of these versions holds different appeal to collectors. Part 5, metal composition. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1980 penny is its metal composition. These coins were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This makes them different from pennies minted after 1982, which shifted to a primarily zinc composition. The heavy copper content of the 1980 penny gives it intrinsic metal value above face value. Part 6, collector demand. Even though billions were produced, collectors are hunting for coins in pristine condition, especially those graded MS67 or higher by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC. The reason? High-grade coins from this year are incredibly hard to find, and collectors will pay a premium for them. Part 7, error varieties. One reason some 1980 pennies are worth a lot of money is due to rare minting errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies are a few of the errors that make ordinary coins extraordinary. These errors can increase a penny's value from a few cents to several $1,000s, depending on rarity and condition. Part 8, famous auction sales. Some 1980 pennies have sold for impressive amounts in auctions. While most go for small premiums, a few high-grade or error specimens have fetched hundreds and even thousands of dollars. One notable example includes a 1980 penny graded MS67 red that sold for well over $2,000 due to its exceptional quality. Part 9, market value today. So, what is the current market value? For average circulation, the coin may only be worth a few cents, mainly due to its copper content. But pristine, uncirculated, or error coins can range anywhere from $50 to $5,000 depending on condition and rarity. Today's collector market remains strong, with buyers seeking these gems more than ever. Part 10, proof coins. The 1980s proof pennies are another collector favorite. Made with mirror-like surfaces and crisp details, these coins were specially produced for collectors and never released for circulation. High-grade proofs can sell for hundreds of dollars. Part 11, condition is everything. The difference between a 1-cent coin and a coin worth hundreds or thousands often comes down to condition. Coins with full luster, no scratches, and sharp details command the highest premiums. Part 12, eye appeal. Rare coin stories, market updates, and tips on finding valuable treasures. Who knows, your next penny might be worth thousands. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 1981 Lincoln penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but can hold surprising value. Part 1, introduction to the 1981 Lincoln penny. The 1981 Lincoln penny is one of the last pennies in U.S. history to be struck primarily from copper before the transition to a zinc composition in 1982. Collectors around the world seek out high-grade versions of this coin, and its fascinating backstory makes it a true piece of American history. Part 2, Historical background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1981, the coin had already been a beloved part of American currency for over 70 years, and this particular year would be a turning point. Part 3, the design. The obverse side features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial. Every detail from Lincoln's coat to the steps of the memorial was meticulously engraved, making this coin a miniature work of art. Part 4, composition and weight. The 1981 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This copper composition is one of the reasons why collectors seek it, as the following year the U.S. Mint switched to copper-plated zinc, making the 1981 issue one of the last of its kind. Part 5, mint marks. This penny was struck at 3 different U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Each mint mark can significantly influence value, especially for high-grade examples. Part 6, circulation numbers. The U.S. Mint produced over 12 billion 1981 pennies across all facilities, but not all have survived in pristine condition. High-grade versions, particularly uncirculated and proof coins, are where collectors find significant value. Part 7, why collectors love the 1981 penny. Being one of the last primarily copper pennies, the 1981 issue represents the end of an era in American coinage. The switch to zinc in 1982 makes this coin historically significant and highly collectible. Part 8, error coins. Error coins from this year are especially valuable. Double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies can dramatically increase a coin's worth, sometimes by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 9, proof coins. San Francisco produced special proof coins for collectors. These coins, with their mirror-like finishes, are far rarer than circulation strikes and can command premium prices in today's market. Part 10, condition is key. While a circulated 1981 penny may only be worth face value, those in mint state or proof condition can be worth far more, sometimes reaching hundreds or thousands depending on grade and rarity. Part 11, grading. The 1981 penny coin grading is critical. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A 1981 penny in MS 65 or higher can fetch a surprisingly high price at auctions. Part 12, the most valuable 1981 pennies. Some of the highest graded examples have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars, with rare error coins and proofs leading the market. Part 13, current market value today. The current market value of high-grade 1981 Lincoln pennies can reach $898.957 for exceptional examples. Regular uncirculated pieces typically range from $1 to $50 depending on grade, but rare finds bring premium prices. Part 14, auction highlights. At major coin auctions, collectors have paid thousands for pristine or error examples of the 1981 penny. These sales show how much interest this small copper coin generates. Part 15, investment potential. With copper value increasing and collector demand staying strong, the 1981 penny continues to grow in value, making it a strong investment for coin enthusiasts. Part 16, identifying errors. Collectors should look for double dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and die cracks. These small imperfections can multiply a coin's value significantly. Part 17, storage and preservation. Proper storage is essential. High-value pennies should be kept in airtight holders to prevent damage, tarnishing, or corrosion. Part 18, historical significance. The 1981 penny is a bridge between two eras, the copper era and the zinc era. This makes it historically important to both collectors and numismatists. Part 19, popularity among collectors. Because it is one of the last copper issues, the 1981 penny has a loyal following. It is often one of the first coins new collectors seek when building a Lincoln cent set. Part 20, proof sets and collector releases. The U.S. Mint issued proof sets in 1981, which included high-quality versions of the penny. These sets are still highly sought after today. Part 21, the role of the Lincoln Memorial reverse. This coin features the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, a design that was used from 1959 until 2008, making it a staple of American coinage for half a century. Part 22, transition to zinc in 1982. Inches 1982, The U.S. Mint transitioned to zinc pennies to reduce production costs. This change makes 1981 pennies the last true copper cents, enhancing their collectability. Part 23. Searching your pocket change. Believe it or not, valuable 1981 pennies can still be found in circulation. Checking pocket change or old coin jars could yield a hidden gem worth hundreds. Part 24. Coin shows and dealers. Visiting coin shows or reputable dealers is a great way to learn more about the 1981 penny and potentially find rare, high-value examples for your collection. Part 25. The role of third-party grading services. Professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC ensures authenticity and preserves value, especially for high-grade or error examples. Part 26. Collecting strategies. Some collectors aim for high-grade examples only, while others enjoy building complete date and mint mark sets, including varieties and proofs. Part 27. Value over time. The value of the 1981 penny has steadily increased over the past decades, proving its long-term appeal to collectors and investors alike. Part 28. Fun facts. Did you know the copper in a 1981 penny is worth more than 1 cent in metal value alone? This is one of the reasons many collectors see these coins as a sound investment. Part 29. Future value predictions. Experts believe that as high-grade examples become harder to find, the value of the 1981 penny will continue to climb, especially for rare errors and proof coins. Part 30. Final thoughts and call to action. Thank you for joining us at USA Coin 1 as we explored the history, value, and fascinating details of the 1981 Lincoln penny. If you have one in your collection, you might be holding a small but valuable piece of American history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin adventures right here on USA Coin 1. Today, we are uncovering the secrets of the 1982 Liberty Lincoln penny. This penny is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, known for its unique composition, variations, and incredible value in today's market. Part 2. Why the 1982 Lincoln penny is special. The year 1982 marked a major change in the production of U.S. pennies. The composition of the penny shifted from being primarily copper to a zinc-based core with a thin copper plating. This switch resulted in multiple varieties, making this coin extremely collectible. Part 3. Historical background. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1982, it had already become a cornerstone of American coinage, but that year saw one of the biggest changes in its history. Part 4. The big change in composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint changed to a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. However, during this transition, both types were minted, resulting in collectible varieties. Part 5. Varieties of the 1982 penny. The 1982 penny comes in 7 major varieties, including small date and large date versions, made of copper and zinc, with both Philadelphia and Denver mint marks. Each variety carries a different level of rarity and value. Part 6. Small date versus large date. Collectors can distinguish small date from large date pennies by the shape and size of the numbers. Small date versions are generally scarcer and more desirable, especially when struck in copper. Part 7. The rare 1982 D small date copper penny. One of the most valuable pennies from this year is the 1982 D small date copper penny. Only a few are known to exist, and they are worth thousands of dollars in high grades. Part 8. Value of circulated coins. Even circulated 1982 pennies can carry value above face value, especially copper versions, due to their metal content and collectible demand. Part 9. Value of uncirculated coins. Uncirculated or mint state 1982 pennies are much more valuable, with some fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on grade and variety. Part 10. Mint marks and their importance. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins with no mint mark, while the Denver Mint used a D mark. Identifying the mint can significantly influence value. Part 11. Grading. The 1982 penny coin. Grading plays a crucial role in determining value. Grades range from good, G, to mint state, MS, with higher grades commanding much higher prices. Part 12. Key factors that influence value. Rarity, grade, mint mark, and composition are the 4 main factors that determine how much a 1982 Lincoln penny is worth in today's market. Part 13. Current market value overview as of now. The rarest 1982 penny varieties can sell for over $10,000, while common versions can be worth several dollars if in top condition. Average market value is approximately $0.898,956 for rare certified coins. Part 14. Auction record. Some of the rarest 1982 pennies have sold at major auctions for thousands of dollars, making them a must-watch for serious collectors. Part 15. Metal value versus numismatic value. Copper pennies are worth more than face value just for their metal content, but rare varieties can bring exponentially higher prices due to collector demand. Part 16. How to identify a rare 1982 penny. Collectors look at weight, date, size, and mint mark. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams, making a scale essential for identification. Part 17. The role of coin dealers. Professional coin dealers and grading services can help confirm whether a 1982 penny is truly rare and valuable. Part 18. Collecting tips. Always store rare coins in protective holders, avoid cleaning them, and handle them with care to preserve value. Part 19. Market trends. Demand for rare pennies has been increasing, with collectors investing heavily in high-grade and rare variety coins like the 1982 Lincoln. Part 20. Errors and varieties. In addition to small and large dates, there are also error coins from 1982, including off-center strikes, double dies, and transitional errors, all of which can significantly increase value. Part 21. Copper versus zinc. The key difference. Collectors often prefer copper versions due to their historical composition and slightly heavier weight, making them stand out from modern zinc pennies. Part 22. The mystery of the 1982 copper small date. Only a few of these coins have been authenticated. Their rarity makes them one of the holy grails for penny collectors. Part 23. Investment potential. 1982 Lincoln pennies have proven to be excellent investments, with values steadily climbing over the years. Part 24. Collectors' stories. Many collectors share incredible stories of finding rare 1982 pennies in pocket change, garage sales, and inherited coin jars. Part 25. Professional grading services. PCGS and NGC are two top grading services that certify the authenticity and condition of valuable coins. Part 26. Preservation of historical value. The 1982 Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it represents a pivotal moment in U.S. minting history. Part 27. Future of the 1982 penny market. Experts predict that the value of rare varieties will continue to rise as more collectors enter the market. Part 28. How to sell a rare 1982 penny. Collectors can sell valuable pennies at coin shows, through dealers, or at major auction houses for maximum return. Part 29. Fun facts. Did you know? The 1982 penny is the only U.S. coin series year with 7 recognized varieties due to composition and date differences. Part 30. Conclusion and call to action. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. If you enjoyed learning about the 1982 Liberty Lincoln penny, hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing coin videos, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Who knows? You might have a rare penny worth thousands hiding in your change jar. Today we are going to explore an incredible story of a small coin that could hold a fortune in your pocket. The 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin many of us overlook, might be worth nearly $898,958 under the right conditions. This is not just a piece of copper-plated zinc, it is a piece of history, a treasure, and a collector's dream. Stay with us through all 30 parts as we uncover its history, hidden secrets, and market value. Part 2. Why this coin is SPCIL. The 1991 Lincoln penny may look like just another penny, but the Denver Mint produced several varieties and potential error coins that have captured the attention of collectors. These rare varieties can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. But what makes this penny so unique? Let us dive deeper. Part 3. A brief history of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it replaced the Indian head cent and became an iconic coin of American currency. Over the decades, subtle changes were made, including the transition from bronze to copper-plated zinc in 1982. By 1991, the penny was firmly established as a modern collectible. Part 4. the Denver Mint MRK. The D mint mark tells us this penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. Coins from Denver often show sharper details than those from Philadelphia, making high-grade specimens even more appealing to collectors. The Denver Mint produced millions of 1991 D pennies, but only a tiny fraction are worth a small fortune. Part 5. Materials. COMPOSITO. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This change in metal composition from previous years plays a big role in grading and preservation. Collectors look for coins with minimal wear, strong luster, and clean surfaces. Part 6. Rare error VRETS. What makes a 1991 D penny potentially worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Rare minting errors. Some pennies were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or other unique features that dramatically increase value. The most sought-after errors can turn a common penny into a record-breaking sale. Part 7. Grade and CONDITON. Coin grading is everything. A penny in average circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, but a coin in pristine mint state 68 or higher can bring astronomical prices. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate luster, strike quality, and imperfections. Part 8. The $898,958 pennies, you heard that right. A rare 1991 D Lincoln penny, in near-perfect condition with exceptional characteristics, has been estimated to fetch as much as $898,958 at auction. These are the once-in-a-lifetime finds that make coin hunting so exciting. Part 9. Why collectors pay so much. Collectors value rarity, history, and condition. Owning one of the finest examples of a coin is like owning a piece of art. Scarcity combined with high-grade preservation drives the price beyond imagination. Part 10. How to check if you have ON. Look closely at your 1991 D penny. Examine under magnification for doubling, clean surfaces, and sharp details. Avoid cleaning your coin as it can lower the value. If it appears flawless, have it professionally graded. Part 11. The Lincoln DSIGN. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln has remained a classic design for over a century. The reverse side in 1991 still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to both Lincoln and American history. Part 12. Historical context of 1991. The year 1991 was an interesting time in America. The economy was shifting, technology was booming, and coin collecting was gaining popularity again. The penny remained a symbol of tradition amid rapid change. Part 13. Auction. RECRDS auction houses have reported surprising sales for high-grade Lincoln pennies. While the most famous million-dollar pennies are from earlier years, rare modern pennies like the 1991 D are catching up quickly. Part 14. How many EXIST? While millions were minted, only a handful exist in perfect grades or with rare errors. This scarcity is what makes the coin so valuable. Part 15. Metal value versus collector value. The metal value of a penny is minimal, but collector value can reach astronomical heights. It's not about what it's made of, it's about rarity, history, and preservation. Part 16. Storage and preservation. To protect the value of a rare penny, store it in a coin holder, capsule, or graded slab. Avoid humidity, fingerprints, and cleaning agents. Part 17. Coin hunting. INCRCULATON. Believe it or not, some valuable 1991 D pennies still circulate. Searching through bank rolls, change jars, and coin collections can be an exciting treasure hunt. Part 18. Varieties. Watch for. Look for double dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and other anomalies. These are key indicators of a rare variety. Part 19. Coin shows and DLRS. Visiting coin shows and reputable dealers can provide insight, appraisals, and potential buyers for your coin. Part 20. Grading. SCLE. The Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS, 70, determines value. Each grade increase can mean thousands, or hundreds of thousands, more dollars. Part 21. Modern pennies and investment. POTNTAL. Modern pennies are gaining collector interest. Many investors see rare Lincoln cents as a hedge against inflation and a historical collectible. Part 22. why 1991D stands out among modern coins. The 1991D stands out due to its potential rarity in high grades and errors, making it a hot topic in numismatic circles. Part 23. Market demand for rare Lincoln cents remains strong. Auction records continue to climb, showing no signs of slowing down. Part 24. Famous penny discovery stories of people finding rare pennies in pocket change fuel the excitement. Could the next discovery be yours? Part 25. Inspection tools. Magnifying glasses, digital microscopes, and grading guides are essential tools for spotting rare features on your 1991D penny. Part 26. The future of PNNES. With discussions about eliminating the penny from circulation, collectible values could rise even higher. Part 27. The story of Abraham Lincoln on CONS. Lincoln's image has become a permanent fixture in American numismatics, symbolizing unity and history. Part 28. Beginner tips. For coin collecting, start small, learn grading, study varieties, and enjoy the journey. Rare finds often come to patient collectors. Part 29. How to sell a rare PNNY. Auction houses, online platforms, and professional dealers provide the best opportunities for selling high-value coins. Part 30. Closing THUGHTS. The 1991D Lincoln penny is proof that treasures can hide in plain sight. Could you be holding a coin worth $898,958? Check your change, explore your collections, and keep watching USA Coin 1 for more fascinating stories about America's rarest coins. Today, we have an incredible story about the Liberty 1993D Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors around the world with a market value soaring to $898,956. Get ready to uncover its history, hidden features, and why it is worth a fortune. Part 2. A rare discovery. Why the 1993D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint. While millions were produced, a handful were struck with unique qualities and mint errors that make them extremely rare and highly sought after by serious coin collectors. Part 3. Historical background. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since 1909, designed to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1993, the penny had already gone through several design changes, yet this particular year created one of the most valuable variations. Part 4. Why the 1993D ISSPCAL. Unlike regular circulation pennies, certain 1993D coins were struck with rare die varieties, double dies, or striking errors. These tiny imperfections transformed an ordinary 1-cent piece into a near $1 million treasure. Part 5. Understanding mint errors. Mint errors are unintentional mistakes that occur during the coin production process. These errors can include off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. For the 1993D penny, rare double die obverse and reverse versions are the most prized. Part 6. The rise in value. Collectors and auction houses have witnessed an extraordinary rise in the value of high-grade and error 1993D Lincoln pennies, some fetching close to $900,000 in top conditions. This has made it one of the most talked about coins in recent years. Part 7. Grading ISEVRYTHNG. The condition of your coin determines its market value. Coins are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A mint state or proof like 1993D with rare errors can reach astronomical prices. Part 8. Obverse DSIGN. On the front side, the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty and the date 1993 accompanied by the D mint mark for Denver. Part 9. Reverse DSIGN. The reverse of the 1993D penny still carried the Lincoln Memorial design, which had been in use since 1959. Look closely at this side for any unusual die cracks, doubling, or misplaced elements. Part 10. What makes it worth $898,956? The staggering value is attributed to extremely rare errors combined with pristine condition and collector demand. Not every 1993D penny is worth a fortune, but the rarest ones command near $1 million prices. Part 11. Types of valuable varieties. Some key varieties include double die obverse, double die reverse, off-center strikes, high-grade mint state with perfect strike. Part 12. Auction RECORDS auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have recorded sales of rare 1993 D Lincoln pennies reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. The highest reported price stands at $898, $956. Part 13, How to identify a rare one using a high-powered magnifier. Check for doubling in the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile. Also, examine the edges for any striking irregularities. Part 14, Metal COMPOSITO and the 1993 D penny was composed primarily of copper-plated zinc. However, special planchets and unique striking errors may show unusual appearances, increasing collector value. Part 15, Mintage FIGURES over 6 billion pennies were minted in 1993, but only a tiny fraction contains these rare features. Scarcity is what drives the incredible price. Part 16, Role of coin grading. COMPNES third-party grading provides authentication and assigns a numerical grade to coins. For rare pennies like the 1993 D, certification is essential to secure its market value. Part 17, Investment POTNTL. With coin collecting booming globally, rare pennies like the 1993 D are seen as excellent investment opportunities, with values likely to climb even higher in coming years. Part 18, Collector demand. Collectors crave rarity, and the 1993 D offers it in abundance. Whether for its rare features, historical significance, or sheer scarcity, demand continues to grow. Part 19, How to store rare coins to preserve value. Store rare pennies in airtight holders, away from humidity and temperature changes. Any environmental damage can drastically lower its worth. Part 20, Stories from COLLECTORS. Many collectors have reported finding these coins in change, estate sales, or old coin jars, turning ordinary finds into life-changing fortunes. Part 21, Importance of AUTHNTCITY. Counterfeits exist, so authentication from trusted grading companies is critical to ensure your 1993 D penny is genuine and carries full market value. Part 22, Education for COLLECTORS. Understanding varieties, grading, and error types is essential for anyone hoping to uncover a rare and valuable penny like the Liberty 1993 D. Part 23, Market TRNDS. With the U.S. coin market seeing record sales and growing interest, rare Lincoln pennies are outperforming expectations, and the 1993 D remains a top contender. Part 24, Long-term value. PROJECTONS. Experts believe that over the next decade, the value of rare 1993 D pennies could surpass $1 million as demand outpaces supply. Part 25, Comparison with other rare PNES. While coins like the 1943 copper penny and 1955 double die are legendary, the 1993 D is quickly rising to join their ranks in terms of value and collectability. Part 26, What to do if you find ONE. If you believe you have a rare 1993 D, handle it carefully, avoid cleaning it, and immediately seek professional grading and appraisal. Part 27, Why coin collecting is so popular. Coins like the 1993 D penny remind collectors of the thrill of discovery, turning pocket change into a nearly $1 million treasure. Part 28, The legacy of the Lincoln penny. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has captured America's history, and rare pieces like the 1993 D ensure its legacy continues. Part 29, Final THOUGHTS. The Liberty 1993 D Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it is a historical artifact, an investment, and a collector's dream, proving that even a 1-cent piece can be worth nearly $900,000. Part 30, Closing MESSAG. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts. Who knows, your next penny could be worth a fortune. Stay tuned for more amazing discoveries in the world of US coins. Today, we explore one of the most exciting treasures in American coin collecting history, the 1996 Lincoln penny. Some of these pennies are valued at a jaw-dropping $898,955 in the current market. What makes this coin so special? Why do collectors hunt for it? Let us dive into its history, design, errors, rarity, and astonishing market values. Part 2, Historical background. The Lincoln Penny series began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1996, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 87 years, becoming an iconic symbol of American currency and history. Part 3 to 1996 Penny Specifications. The 1996 Lincoln penny was minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, with a small number of special proof coins from San Francisco. It is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams with a diameter of 19 millimeters. Despite being a common coin, rare variations can skyrocket its value. Part 4, Mint Marks. In 1996, pennies were struck with 3 possible mint marks: No Mint Mark, Philadelphia Mint D Mint Mark, Denver Mint's Mint Mark, San Francisco Proof coins. Each mint mark can drastically affect the value, especially for coins in pristine condition or with unique errors. Part 5. Circulation versus uncirculated. Most 1996 pennies are worth only face value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated examples, those never used in transactions, can bring in significant amounts from collectors. The highest values are reserved for pristine, full red, uncirculated pennies. Part 6. Why are some worth so much? The staggering value of $898,955 is not for ordinary 1996 pennies but for rare varieties with exceptional qualities. These include minting errors, proof-like surfaces, and coins graded MS-70 by top grading companies. A single tiny mistake in minting can make an ordinary penny a rare masterpiece. Part 7. Double die errors. One of the most sought-after types is the double die error. If the coin's date, lettering, or design appears slightly doubled, it means the die struck it twice at a slightly different angle. Such errors make collectors bid extremely high at auctions. Part 8. Off-center strikes. Another valuable variation is the off-center strike. If the design of the coin is shifted significantly away from the center, it becomes a rare collectible. The more dramatic the off-center, the more valuable the coin. Part 9. Transitional errors. Some rare 1996 pennies are known to have transitional errors, struck using the wrong metal composition. These are incredibly rare and can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars. Part 10. Proof coins. Proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, are struck with special dies and polished planchets. These coins feature a mirror-like finish and are highly prized by collectors, especially in perfect condition. Part 11. Value of circulated coins. Circulated 1996 pennies typically sell for 1 cent to a few dollars depending on condition. But collectors mainly seek uncirculated and error varieties that command much higher prices. Part 12. Value of uncirculated coins. Uncirculated 1996 pennies can range from $5 to $100 or more, depending on their grade and luster. Coins graded MS-67 and above can exceed several $1,000s. Part 13. Auction records. Some rare error pennies from 1996 have been sold at auctions for mind-blowing amounts. One example reportedly sold for $898,955 due to an extraordinary combination of perfect grade and rare minting errors. Part 14. Grading importance. Grading is crucial in determining a coin's value. Professional services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a 70-point scale. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Part 15. Red versus brown. Red. Brown collectors classify Lincoln pennies by color: red, RD, bright original mint color, most valuable. Red brown, RB, partial luster, medium value, brown, BN, darker tone, least valuable. Part 16. Mintage numbers. In 1996, billions of pennies were minted. Despite the high numbers, only a fraction possess the rare qualities that make them worth hundreds of thousands. Part 17. Identifying rare coins. Collectors use magnification tools to inspect coins for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Even a small error can mean a massive price increase. Part 18. How to preserve value. To preserve their value, rare pennies must be stored properly, in airtight holders, free from moisture, dirt, and human touch. Part 19. Proof sets. Proof coins from 1996 are often found in proof sets sold directly by the U.S. Mint. These sets can be a treasure trove for collectors seeking flawless examples. Part 20. Market demand. The demand for high-quality and rare Lincoln pennies continues to rise. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay premium prices for top-condition coins. Part 21, Why Lincoln Pennies Are Iconic. The Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It is a piece of history, symbolizing American heritage and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Part 22, Fun fact: the Lincoln penny has been in production longer than any other U.S. coin, making it a cornerstone of American numismatics. Part 23, Collector communities. Online forums, coin shows, and auctions provide excellent opportunities to buy, sell, and learn about rare Lincoln pennies. Part 24, Investment potential. Rare coins like the 1996 Lincoln penny can appreciate in value over time, making them excellent investments for collectors and investors alike. Part 25, How to sell rare pennies. Rare coins are best sold through reputable auction houses or grading companies to ensure maximum returns. Part 26, Most valuable error types. The most valuable 1996 Lincoln pennies are double dies, off-center strikes, and transitional errors. These command the highest prices. Part 27, Global interest. Lincoln pennies are not just popular in the U.S. collectors' worldwide hunt for rare varieties, driving market values higher. Part 28, Coin shows and auctions. Events like coin shows and major auctions are where the biggest deals happen, with rare pennies fetching extraordinary sums. Part 29, Closing thoughts. The 1996 Lincoln penny is more than a cent. It can be a gateway to numismatic treasures, a historical artifact, and potentially a life-changing find for the lucky collector. Part 30, Final words. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible value of the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure to subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Who knows? You might have a small fortune sitting in your pocket change.